I did it again, guys. I bought another pen. So when Atlas Stationery did their Discord sale for March, I went ahead and purchased this pen. I want to say she was $115. It's been sitting on my desk for over a week, so let's go ahead and open it. This was part of my birthday splurge. And so again, in case you didn't hear me talk about this sale previously, this is a sale that Atlas Stationery does with all of their returned pens. And essentially what they do is all the pens that are returned to them, because sometimes there's a defect with a pen, but a lot of times there's not. Instead of selling those pens as new, they put them in a Discord sale where they sell them at greatly discounted prices, sometimes up to 60% off. And you can pick those pens up and, you know, really enjoy them. Sometimes there is an issue with them, like a scratchy nib or something, but they still are under manufacturer warranty. It's just you need to deal with that instead of Atlas dealing with that, if that makes sense. So I do have my previous Esterbrook that I bought from them is packaged up and ready to be shipped off back to Esterbrook to get its nib fixed. I wanted to open this one first before I did that. There wasn't any reporting of there being any issue with this nib, but there wasn't with the last one either. So sometimes they miss that because they're not always writing with all of these. They're depending on the customer to tell them. But here's the twinkle. It's so, so pretty. It's a light blue. This is the Esterbrook JR, which I love this size. Honestly, I have one other one that I had got from Gold Spot as a mystery dip, which, oh my gosh, so fun. And it's one of my favorite pens. I'm always reaching for it. So when I saw another one come out, because they don't come out with these as often as they do with some of like the Estes and things like that. So it's a translucent blue with this silver, I think. It could be gold, but I think it's silver twinkle, and then you have gold hardware. Now, would I have preferred it probably to have the silver hardware to match the twinkle? I think I would, but it doesn't bother me either. So on this particular one, we have a beautiful finial at the top, which really shows off their logo. Then you have a nice clip here. Has a lot of give to it, and then the bottom is just a flat gold kind of piece. We do have a gold band about right here, so just as an FYI there. You can kind of see the converter inside there, and then you do have a gold band around the bottom of the cap, which is engraved with Esterbrook. Now, some of these that they were selling were because the spring element of the cap wasn't working. And I can't remember. I think this one might be one of them. Because I don't know if this one does have a spring element, honestly. Because I don't think my other one does either. But it does a really good job of sealing. There is a cap and cap there to really make sure you're good. And then the pen itself, you have a cute little section here. It does have a really nice, it has a smaller nib than their other pens. So I kind of enjoy that. It is I believe this one was a medium. Let's see here. It's usually engraved on the side or on the top. Oh, no, it's a fine. Sorry. My other one is a medium. I don't mind having a fine. I actually really enjoy fine tips. So we have that, and then it just screws apart like this. And it's almost like somebody put the wrong size like converter in there. My other one doesn't do that. I don't know that this is the right converter in here. I'm going to look at it next to my other one that I have, because I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to pull out. So here's my other Esterbrook JR, which I adore. This is one of my favorite pens. I would take it out, but it looks like they're the same. I wonder where that is. Oh, that one has the same issue. Interesting. Okay, because this one does not. It just flows on nicely. I've noticed more recently that the Esterbrook's that I'm getting, because I've gotten 3 recently, and all 3 of them haven't been perfect. So I'm wondering if the quality control is going down or if I just have bad luck. I'm not really sure. So let's go ahead and, that's going to bother me. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to ink this up and we'll give her a test. Okay, this nib is performing perfectly. The only issue I'm seeing is that converter is not going in very easily. So I'm seeing some scuff marks here along the pen. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. That's a little disappointing in Esterbrook. However, I don't know that it's going to detract so much from the pen that I'm going to be like, oh, I don't want this pen. Especially since I love the way that these write, especially when the nib is performing well. I did decide to fill it up with Mono Fuji, which is a sailor ink. I love this ink, so I did do a bigger fill so I won't have to refill it as much. I probably won't be refilling this every month. So that is my thought on that. As far as a size comparison, if you're wondering how big is this pen really, because it is their smallest pen. So we're going to go ahead and just set it right here. And let me pull out some other pens to give you comparisons to. So this is a Pilot Vanishing Point, to give you an idea. It's a little bit longer, but really it's that plunger that is longer. Otherwise, they're about the same, at least capped. And then let's do a Esterbrook SD, because that's usually what people are going to be comparing them to, is an SD. So the SD is considerably, in my opinion, longer and has a more tapered, almost cigar shape to it. And the nib is, you can see that kind of, it pushes the pen out with that mechanism it has in the spring-loaded cap. But you can really see the difference in the nib size here. Oh, sorry. Hold on. So it's sizable. I do prefer the smaller nib, especially if you're a fine writer. I feel like this is a better fit because you're going to get a finer line. Then compared to, this is the Sailor 2Z. So considerably shorter and thinner than the 2Z. We have a Bennu Euphoria. Again, quite a bit smaller. It is a smaller pen. I think it might be along the lines of like a Pro Gear Slim maybe, as far as sizing goes. If you like the Bennu Briolette, or you like the size of the Esterbrook, the Briolette is roughly the same size, and they have a similar sized nib. So if you like the writing experience with this one, you might try the other. It's a little bit cheaper usually for the Bennu Briolette. You can find them for between $85 and $95 usually. So depending on, you know, what pattern you're getting and all that. But I think that is probably the pen that I have that's the closest that most people would recognize. Now, the pen body length is a little bit shorter than the Briolette when you look at them this way. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what questions you have about either the Atlas pen sale or this new Esterbrook pen. And how do you feel about how tightly that goes in as far as the converter? Should I switch over and be using cartridges in this pen? Let me know what you guys would do. So anyhow, that's all I have for today. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button over there. Until next time, I'll see you real soon.